guys, and welcome back to the Ducks and Dogs podcast. My name is the Grinch, here with my co-host Matt. How you doing today, Matt?
Better than you, it seems.
Yeah, I'm finna steal Christmas. We got Bo Nix, which is putting me in a bad mood. So just
Yeah.
gotta go steal.
Is
And
that
Anthony
the is
Brown is
that
starting for the bowl game. And Jordan
are
Hackle
those
is starting for the bowl game. I just don't know what to do with my life right now.
the lumps of coal in your stocking this year? Is that it?
Those are the lumps of coal. So now I'm stealing everybody's Christmas. I'm about to go take Bryce Young's ACL.
Hey, can you give it to me? Can you give it to me if you take it, please?
No, you don't
Could
deserve
use it.
nice things. You're a Washington fan.
Damn. All right.
So,
Well, on that note,
4:30, wallow in self-pity.
yeah, no, it's good. But yeah, Bo Nix is an Oregon Duck.
Mm-hmm.
Transferring from Auburn, the SEC, has been very mediocre, I'd say, for most of his career. Mike, how does that make you feel, man? How do you feel about it?
Just look at the mask. That's how I feel about it.
Uh,
I don't like this. Like I'm not mad at taking a transfer quarterback. I understand wanting to have a fourth guy in there. Lanning did
mhm.
say that in his presser that he's gonna have a fourth guy in there, and he wanted a fourth guy. Obviously, they're gonna be a transfer because we just lost our QB commit, Tanner Bailey out of Alabama. He's going to
Yep.
South Carolina with Rattler now. But there were other options that were better than Bo Nix. I would have preferred Casey Thompson. I would have preferred anybody with a pulse. Yeah. So like.
Would you take Michael Penix over him? Real
No,
question.
no, no. Okay, you got
I
me there.
figured that
No,
was your
I would
answer.
not.
Yeah.
But that's not because like of anything too crazy. I mean, they're both mediocre, but Bo Nix has five-star talent. Penix doesn't. That would be the deciding factor for me.
Yeah. Penix is also coming into a system that he's very familiar with and has found success in. It makes sense.
So is Bo.
Is he really?
Yeah, Kenny Dillingham was his OC at Auburn in 2019, his best year.
Oh, I forgot about that. I always think of Florida State because that's his most recent stint.
Yeah,
I didn't even think
2019,
about that.
Bo's best year, coincidentally, was with Kenny Dillingham, and Kenny was his
Yeah.
quarterback's coach as well.
Hmm.
So it should be interesting.
Nice.
I'm also glad
Yeah.
Micah Pittman didn't come back.
Yeah, he went to Florida State,
Thanks
which
for
I
the
know you
promise.
were happy about because the drama behind that probably would not be
Yeah.
worth it.
And for those of you on Twitter who are saying he's not a good player, you're stupid. He's a good player. He can play football. But it's just
Hmm.
you don't want that back in the locker room after how it went down going out. That's just
Yeah,
not.
and what does that say about him after everything he said about that program to come back to it? You know what I mean?
The rumor is he tried to come back and the players voted no.
Yeah, I would not be surprised about that.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But I hope he has a lot of success at Florida State. His brother's really good at football, but that's
Hmm.
about all I could say.
Yeah.
That's really about all I could say. The only
Hmm.
other real news, you guys have obviously pretty much filled your staff up with Fresno guys.
Yep,
Oregon
Fresno North, baby.
is seemingly going after NFL guys for a lot of their position coaches, which would
Yeah,
make sense
makes
because that
sense.
would be why the hires haven't been done yet.
Yeah.
Because you got Tosh Lapoy, who I don't know if I buy it yet, but I'm starting to. It seems like he's coming
Hmm.
out of the Carolina Panthers,
Yeah.
which that place is a mess, real
Yeah.
mess. So yeah, hopefully we fill out the staff and maybe get ready for the recruiting before the next
Mhm.
open period. But
Yeah.
right now it's
I
ball
guess
season.
the one hire was Brechterfield out of Vanderbilt was the only one really outside of Fresno State staff that we brought in. I guess we brought in I think it's Sheridan from Indiana. He was their OC before he got canned. Bringing in him as the tight ends coach, but obviously still having DeBoer ties there. Brechterfield was really the only outside hire they made out of that crew. Coming from Vanderbilt's, known to be a good recruiter. I mean, if you can recruit decent players to come to Vanderbilt's, must be able to sell to some extent. Besides that, he's developed pretty well. He coached at Wisconsin and had success there. Good hire for that. But yeah, besides that, they pretty much filled it out with the Fresno State staff, which I'm not super upset with. They've had success. It's just now they have to transition it to Power 5 football. That's the biggest thing. Can they do that? You're having
How
too
are
much
you
fun with
shooting a
that.
straight face? That's
Yeah, dude,
amazing.
I'm not even looking because I know you're just doing stupid crap with the mask on.
He has gloves that make the hands too, and I'm just like,
Missed opportunity. You would have got me with the gloves for sure.
It would have been perfect. I would have been like,
Yeah.
fabulous. We did
Uh,
a neighborhood like golf cart Christmas parade because I guess this is white people shit. So we're like, fuck it, we'll go out. And he dressed up as the Grinch, and I dressed up as Santa Claus.
yeah.
It's pretty
It's
lit.
very entertaining to keep up with on your Snapchat, so that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Uh,
So Alamo Bowl because I guess Oregon has a bowl game. Don't really care, but
yeah.
Oregon has a bowl
They
game.
don't seem to either.
Oregon has a bowl game. Washington doesn't.
Yeah.
Hold the
Whatever.
L. Except we're playing Anthony Brown in the bowl game, so I will hold that L.
Yeah. There's a balance there.
Brian McClendon is sabotaging this team before he leaves. He wants us to look as bad as possible so players will leave.
He's in with Cristobal.
Can't convince
So.
me otherwise. Yeah, I mean, his name is already on Miami's website.
Yeah, I saw that. It's something.
Stupid. Kenny Dillingham and them is official. I know they don't know these guys that well, but fuck, it's better than having Miami's coach who's trying to recruit half of our players coaching the fucking game.
Do you like Dillingham coming in?
You know, it's grown on me a tad. It's obviously
Okay.
not a hire I would have wanted if I got to pick the offensive coordinator. But I do like the idea of bringing in some younger guys and taking a risk and trying to, get guys with high upside who could potentially be really good. But it'll be interesting to see what position coaches are hired around him. I would like to see, again, another young guy who was high potential. Brennan Marion, maybe at a wide receivers coach. Maybe, I know this isn't realistic, but I wanted Mark Helfrich maybe as an offensive analyst.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That would
That'd
be
a really
amazing.
good hire.
He would be great in that position too.
Yeah.
And it would help Kenny Dillingham a lot with his lack of experience. He could lean on Mark Helfrich a little bit. There's some Duck fans who keep pushing back with me on that. Like, he's terrible. He is not a bad play caller. If you think he's a bad play caller, you're stupid. He didn't get hired in the NFL for being a terrible play caller.
Yeah, true.
He got fired because Matt Nagy was his head coach, but still.
That's fair. Yeah, no, I remember we've talked about it before, but since it's kind of had some time to sit, just your thoughts on that kind of a ways out from the news breaking. So
yeah, I've grown on that a little more, and I mean, I'm not as mad about the Bo Nix transfer as I was.
yeah, you were really upset about it at first.
Thinking about re-entering the transfer portal.
Yeah.
I'd be going to join North Texas. By the way, shameless plug, go watch my North Texas Dynasty on the Charger XO channel.
Shout out North Texas.
Shout out, that was when I was a little kid on like NCAA football, whichever game it was, like fucking 7 probably. I was playing Road to Glory on the max difficulty for the first time, and that was the only team to offer me a starting job.
Nice.
So that's become one of
I was
my
an Idaho
teams.
Vandals guy myself on NCAA. So
well, my player was out of Florida, so it helped.
Yeah, there you go. For sure.
What do you think's gonna go on in this Alamo Bowl? Because like, I haven't heard much of it. I know Oklahoma's got Caleb Williams, we got Anthony Brown. That's about.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine with everything going on in Oregon, I just think Oklahoma's got the upper hand right now. I really do. I think Caleb Williams is a better quarterback than Anthony Brown. I think what they've got going is pretty impressive towards the end of the season. Granted, they lost to Oklahoma State, but still things looked up for them. It's hard because Oklahoma every year is overrated, in my opinion, at least from what I see most of the time. So it's kind of hard to get a gauge on where they're at. And Oregon just had a really crappy end of their season, so it's hard to tell.
Coach has one foot out the door.
Yeah, also true. I just think it's gonna be in favor of Oklahoma, but could really go any direction, depending on how the quarterbacks play. Honestly.
Yeah, and we're not getting as many guys back from injury as we thought we were. We thought we might be able to see a Justin Flo or a Sean Dollars. Neither of them will be playing. Bennett Williams will be playing, which is a good bring back. But
yeah.
I'm going to let you guys know what's going to happen now. Anthony Brown's going to make a dumb play. That's a given, right? Jordan Happel's going to get burnt deep for a touchdown. That's a given. That's about all I know for sure is going to happen. And then there's going to be a first-time like mainstay starter out at cornerback with Mike Hale declaring. And then Kayvon, so you have Brandon Dorless, who's solid enough to play edge, so I won't be too worried about that. But you do lose a lot of your pass rush when Kayvon isn't playing.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Your best chance is going to be guys like Byron Cardwell and Troy Franklin, and then making big plays. That's going to be
Yeah,
your
they're
hope.
gonna have to.
Or maybe the 5-star cornerback Dante Manning or Noah Sewell or somebody. We have some 5-stars. They'll make
Someone.
a fucking play.
Sewell showed up pretty well the back half of the season. I would not be surprised to see him making big plays.
He always shows up.
Yeah, true. I mean, Utah, he was the only spark that team had in the Pac-12 title game, so
Anyone with the last name Sewell is typically pretty good.
yeah, pretty fair. They're
Nephi
pretty good at
Sewell was
football.
one of the better players on Utah.
Hmm.
Gabriel Sewell was the best player on Nevada. Panay Sewell was
Yeah,
the best player on Oregon. Noah Sewell was the best player on Oregon.
must be
Pretty
nice
good
to
at
have that
football.
kind of lineage, man.
Yeah, and their
Cannot
cousins are
imagine.
Kingsley Suamataia, TC Matua or Manalia or whatever the fuck, and DJ Uyungle.
Yeah,
It's a
pretty good.
fucking
Pretty
crazy.
good. Pretty good.
They can play football a little bit.
Oh yeah, totally.
Still sucks. We're gonna have to see Kingsley playing in BYU, but
You know,
what can you do?
think we can get. Yeah, seriously,
I mean,
can't keep them all.
we have a lot of offensive linemen, so I'm not that worried. But
Yeah,
still a big blow. You lose Kingsley to the transfer portal, and then you lose another 5-star in the recruiting trail with Kelvin Banks going to Texas.
yeah, that was a big one.
I mean, that was a given. We knew he wasn't coming
Yeah.
back after
Is
Mario
Florence coming
Neoball.
back to Oregon? Is that a thing?
I would assume
Or
so.
is he
Given
gone?
Tucker's here.
Gone. Okay.
Him and Tucker are like this.
Yeah. Because I've heard the smoke right now is him to Miami, but
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
it is smoke, so.
Give Lanning a minute. You know, the games will be over before the early signing period. His games will all be over. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, I think we'll be fine with guys like him. Our recruiting class will probably finish anywhere from 12 to 15, maybe 17.
Yeah.
I know
As
it's
long as you're
sitting,
in the top 20, I think you're still fine.
I know it's sitting in the 40s right now, but like, don't be too worried about that. Obviously, we don't have
Yeah.
our staff together. First of all, we lost our coach a week before signing day. Like, what the fuck did we expect?
Yeah, it doesn't bode well. Well, that's what DeBoer is going through right now, too. And
Well,
to begin
DeBoer
with, the
also
recruiting
can't
class
recruit.
was not good. Yeah, I mean, he's giving more of an effort than the last staff did, but also that's not asking very much.
Yeah, he's
So,
not. I mean, he's a great coach, and he's not a
mhm.
terrible recruiter, but he's not a good recruiter by any means.
Yeah, he's not outstanding. A lot of the support staff will help out too. I think keeping Junior Adams and Huff is huge because they're two of our better recruiters, and then bringing in Brechterfield, who's traditionally good recruiters, good. I think the rest of that Fresno support staff hasn't had to recruit big in a lot of aspects, so they kind of aren't used to it. So hopefully they can adjust. I don't know. With this cycle, they're gonna have to pick guys out of the portal. They've already gotten a couple. You know, obviously Penix, the big name so far. Got that guy out of UC Davis, which was an okay pickup. Hopefully, they can get more than just those two because they're saying they want to have a class this year of like 15, and they have about 8 or 9 right now
You know,
with
who's good in the
transfers.
portal?
Hmm.
Coing out of UTEP.
Yeah, I like
Fucking
him a lot. I think
monster.
that'd be a good pickup.
I love his
Yeah.
game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and you know what's funny? I heard of him through my fucking series I was playing with UTEP. And I was
Are
like,
you
who is
serious?
this dude? I went and
Because he
looked
has
him up.
what, 2 years of eligibility left?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, he'd be a good pickup. He's actually on your thumbnail, isn't he?
He is on the thumbnail.
Because I made that. I remember.
Uh-huh.
I remember seeing his picture. I was like, that looks familiar.
Another shameless plug. Go check out the episodes of the UTEP Dynasty on my channel, Charger XO. Thanks.
True.
Graphics made by
Very
Matt.
true. True. Match was on Twitter.
Yeah, it's this transfer portal's been a little wild. I'm hoping we can retain.
Yeah.
So we have a chance apparently to keep Jason Jones.
Really?
Yes, which is huge, massive. Body,
Yeah, that's pretty big.
5-star talent before he got injured. I want him to stay bad,
Mm-hmm.
bad. And Dan Lanning knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's really talented out of the South. He's big. You don't find guys that size out here.
No.
JTT is
God, no.
dwarfed by this man.
And JTT ain't a
And
small
JTT
dude.
a big dude, and he's a really good player.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
Jason Jones is way bigger than this man.
Oh, missed chance. I should have had the JT tree up for the episode.
Jeez, where is your JT tree?
Dude, my tree is actually right in front of me. I might print something out to post on Twitter.
Oh my lord, I will
Can you
absolutely
can you
post it
imagine?
on the Ducks and Dogs Twitter.
We need to bring it back. We need a cutout of you in the Grinch head, and I'll put it on there, and then I'll put JT tree. I'll bring it back. for the one time.
Put the picture of Dog Man on there.
Oh, not even going to get into that one. That'll start a war. That man has brought together both fan bases in a way that I never imagined possible. It's kind of
Including
beautiful
Wazoo
to
fans.
see. Yeah, and Wazoo. Those three fan bases are like in unity over it. It's so funny.
What he said
You
was
see,
correct.
you see 0-12 doxed him today.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Killed me, bro. I'd be dying.
Oh my god, that was.
Yeah, not even honestly, not even worth mention or like talking about though. He's
But it's
just a
funny.
POS. Yeah, it is funny, but he's just a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah, agreed. When you make jokes about Sandy Hook and then that one player died in the other school shooting, like what? Are you
Yeah, and then you make a religious comment out of it, like, okay, dude. Yeah,
like,
awesome.
yeah,
Good
what
for
are you
you.
trying to say, bro?
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Man, do we really have anything else to talk about? What's going on with Washington? Do we have any big news?
But I mean, I mentioned the coaching news very briefly. Not much happening. I guess with ZTF, it's official that he has a decision to make, in quotes, if he's coming back to Washington or not. He posted that not too long ago. I assume if he's weighing the options, that either means he's waiting on a hire or waiting on something from the program. I personally think he'll be gone if he's already on the fence about it, but I'm hoping for the best that he stays.
Would he be portaling or draft?
Yeah, no, he'd be portaling, like
Oh,
transferring
I
out.
would take him.
I think most programs would. God, that'd be something if he went to Oregon, dude.
Screen cap this right here.
We'll
I'll take
save that for
JTT.
later. Yeah, dude.
Or
It would
ZTF,
just-
JTT, the fuck.
Is ZTF? Did you say JTT?
I did.
I mean,
JTT.
I think I'd take him.
take
I'd still
JTT.
take him. I'd still take him.
Did we talk about last episode Dave Yulee just fucking shredding y'all on Twitter?
Oh yeah, it was so. I think we mentioned it, but considering his final schools are like, you know, Miami, Oregon State, and then Wazoo.
Down fucking bad.
Yeah, bro. He said he thought he could do better. Honestly, with the damage that last staff did, I can't even be upset, or I can't even say I blame the kid. He
It's gonna
definitely
be
got
hard to fix
shafted.
that damage.
It really is, and DeBoer's going to be put in a bad spot, not
And
being
DeBoer is not an elite recruiter anyway.
That's what I'm saying. He's not he's not a bad recruiter, but he's
Yeah,
not
but he's not
outstanding.
Mario
Like, it takes an
Cristobal.
outstanding recruiter to fix that type of damage. Like, that will be lingering in this state for the next couple cycles at least.
Especially when you have Lincoln Riley at USC. You still have Oregon being a prominent school, and then a bunch of other schools coming into Washington to recruit. It's gonna suck.
Yeah, it is. Hopefully they can land at least some of the talent still. I mean, from this cycle, if they don't land Josh Connerly, like, they will have pretty much gotten nothing from the state, because Brogan transferred, or decommitted, transferred.
You're not landing Josh Connolly.
Well, Huff's still around, and he's the only hope we have to land him. So I'm not going to say I'm confident, but I'm hopeful. That's a good word to use. Hopeful.
You've been hopeful all season.
I have not. I turned cynical pretty quickly.
Well, we might just have to call this a short episode because honestly, it seems pretty obvious that Oregon fans and maybe even Oregon itself does not care about this bowl game.
Yeah, and Washington doesn't have a bowl game to even care about. So,
And
you know,
Washington
we don't
doesn't
have
care
much to
about
talk
athletics.
about. Very true. We can both agree on that.
We did not get blown out by Baylor.
There you go. Yeah, it was a close game, actually. That was
It
impressive.
A good game. Dan
Washington
Altman is going to get this right by the end of the year. I told you this.
Yeah, Washington is back up to their win total that they had last season. So we are seeing progress. 5, dude. They're up to 5. They're 5-4 right now.
Didn't you guys
They have a winning
4 wins
record.
The year you had like 3 5-stars.
Yeah,
That's fucking
something
down
like
bad.
that. I think it was double. It might have actually been double digits. I don't know. I've
It was
been
not
following it
double-digit
that closely. It was
It was
close
single
to,
digit.
I
It was bad.
think. Yeah, it was not good.
It was
Yeah, Mike Hopkins. Everybody's saying if he hits double digits, they'll keep him around because they can't afford another buyout, which is probably true.
Can you afford another decent coach?
I'd cry. That program is already so in the dumpster, bro. I cannot imagine.
Well, this-
Nah, but they're up. They're up to 5, so as long as they can win one conference game, we'll be seeing progress, which is fine with me.
And if this
In the state that program's in.
if this football coaching hire doesn't go well, both programs are going to be in the dumps for a long time.
Oh yeah. I mean, Washington basketball's already been down.
I think you would agree. Like, this coaching hire is key. If this coaching hire ends up not being
good, yeah,
the program is fucked.
Washington won't be relevant for another 5 years.
Will be negated.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it was already close to negated with Lake. So
yeah, but you still have talent on the roster.
Yeah, for sure. They have to.
Now it's over.
Yeah, they had to get this right, and if they don't see a 500 or above season at the very minimum, that's like the floor. That has to be the floor. You need to
see above rank 40 recruiting class mainly.
Yeah, but I think with this cycle, he's probably going to get a pass, but hopefully he can get it at least back up into somewhat relevancy.
Yeah, and if you don't figure something out soon, Oregon State will probably end up being a better program than you as long as Jonathan Smith stays.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, hell, Stanford's recruiting in the top 10 for what, 2022 right now? Or 23?
That's wild. Arizona's recruiting
pretty well nuts.
Too, because they landed a 5-star from Oregon because we fucking can't win recruiting battles against Arizona. But I don't even want to talk about that bullshit.
Yeah, that's something we should have mentioned because losing a recruiting battle to Arizona is
here's how we explain it. Brian McClendon's going to Miami. There you go. It's explained.
There, yeah. It's fair.
His position coach at Oregon is leaving. Why would the fuck would he sign at Oregon?
Yeah. But to Arizona, though, that's what's baffling.
His quarterback's going there, and one of his other teammates are going there.
Still Arizona.
Yeah, well, fuck you. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a trend by any means, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Just sucks to miss out on.
Are you good to wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm good to wrap up, man.
Well, we want to thank you guys for watching, and shoot, I am forgetting how to do an outro. Fucking hell. We want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. Check out the other episodes of the Dawgs podcast. And until now, my name is Mike with my co-host Matt, and we are signing out.